Welcome to another episode of -2, a podcast where we talk everything fighting games. I'm here with Kimbo.
Kimbo Henry, the best co-host ever to ever do it. And we are here with a special guest, my guy, my names, my partner in commentary, whenever I actually go to the events. My man's KO.
What's good, guys? KOThePoet here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
Pleasure to be on.
Real quick, he is undoubtedly the best commentator in the NEFGC.
I don't know about that.
Me and Kim agree.
No, he is.
You are.
I'll take it.
Just take it. Just take the compliment.
I'll take it.
Right. So, the first thing I want to talk about, or actually, it's a co-host that wants to talk about this. Kimbo, I'll let you handle it.
Okay, alright. So, I got, a small problem with the Smash community, right?
Oh, God.
It's, usually I don't have any problem, we don't, I make fun of y'all every once in a while, play a real fighting game, but, I don't actually mean it. It's jokes. That's all they are. They're jokes. So I posted this meme that I saw on my Facebook, and it said, when you accidentally end up at a Smash Bros. Event and ask everyone if they wear the deodorant or even showers, and it has a picture of T'Challa from Infinity War saying, "We don't do that here."
Yep.
And I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny as shit. So I shared it to the NEFGC because I figured, haha, laughs. Let's all laugh and enjoy this.
I mean, I laughed at it.
But instead, you laughed at it. A whole bunch of people. There was at least hold on, I want to count this. I'm looking at the post right now. I want to count how many people hit me with the laughing emoji. That's a lot of people. I'm not even going to count that. There's mad people who hit me with the laughing emoji, right?
Okay.
But one of the first comments was somebody butthurt. It's really more that college kids have bad hygiene and the scene is comprised mainly of college kids nowadays. First off, I went to college.
That's not true. Yeah, I went to college.
People don't smell all of it ain't
What
college
does he go to where college hygiene is bad?
Right, that's what I want to know. I knew a lot of Smash players in UMass Dartmouth when I went there. The fucking stench was bad. Except, whenever there was a Smash tournament. Cough, cough, sniff, sniff. Let's see, what is another comment? Sigh. I legitimately hate how there's a weird rift between the Smash and the rest of the FGC. Why can't we all get along? It's a fucking joke! Shut up! Why are you all butthurt? This is the only one that I liked. The one that's absolutely false. That's the Smash 4 logo, not the Melee logo. Clearly, he was joking too. So I found that funny. Okay? I'm fine with that. But these niggas at the top all getting all butthurt. Yo, if y'all can't take a joke, we're going to continue to make fun of you and make you cry. Because a bunch of the Smash community is filled with man-children. Yes, I said it. I fucking said it. Y'all filled with man-children. Because the amount of times that I can go on YouTube and see fucking compilations of Rage and Salt and people throwing their control. Dude, I don't even know how many GameCube controllers I've seen destroyed from Smash players alone. I know one clip of somebody destroying their stick for Street Fighter.
I have a funny story. I have a funny story to connect with this actually. So KO, so you went to majors, I know.
Yes.
A few majors. Compared to me, I haven't been to majors in so many years. Kim hasn't either. So when you go to the majors, is there anything about the Smash community?
I mean, for the most part, I generally stay away from the area.
Okay. But
I've definitely I've been introduced to an array of smells when it comes to the Smash community. But it's not everyone. It's not everyone.
Yeah, that's true. But it's not everyone.
It's definitely there.
Yeah, so funny story. At One Up Games, shout out to One Up Games.
Yeah.
So one of the guys there, he holds the Smash Brothers tournaments, and he was telling me that there's these two brothers that come in. These brothers that come in, and they faced each other in grand finals. And I guess one of them one of them won obviously, but the one that lost got super heated and threw his controller across the room, and smashed the controller and almost part of the wall. He missed a monitor, but I'm why would you get that mad against your brother of all people?
Yeah, right.
Like this is lose to on a regular basis. I'm assuming.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what the problem. I don't like it. I don't know. Yeah, man.
But you know,
I guess it's the best way to put it.
I don't want to end this on a sour note. Listen, Smash community. For the most part, most of y'all, I love y'all. Y'all cool. I have no problems with you. One of my good friends is a Smash player, and like he's a really good Smash player. So I don't have, and he showers. So I don't have a problem with Smash players in general. But like clearly, a lot of y'all motherfuckers don't know how to take a joke, and butt hurt. Y'all need to relax.
Too sensitive.
Calm down. Y'all too sensitive. Y'all need to relax. That's all.
Because how many times do the FGC make fun of themselves?
We make fun of each other all the time. I make fun of Tekken players and shit.
I don't think. Like, now that I think about it, I don't think Smash does it too often when they talk about each other too often.
I mean, it's mostly behind other people's back.
Yeah, it's mostly behind people's back. So.
Because they're
I've
fucking
seen
children.
it firsthand. Yeah, it's more. Yeah, that's right. That's what it is. They gotta get their heads out of their asses and just like tell jokes to each other. I guess.
Real. Because
in the end, we're playing games. We're playing video games in the end. So.
To me, Smash Brothers is a part of the FGC, but y'all keep wanting to not be a part of it. So don't be giving me this shit like, how come we all can't just get along? Because you don't want to, nigga. It's a fucking. You know how I get along with my friends? I make fun of them. John is one of my best friends, and people who see us together would not know that because I shit on him all the time.
That's true. By the time we're done hanging out, I want to go into in front of a mirror and cry.
Shut up. But like that's how I show love. All right, it's a joke. It's a meme. Why are you getting butthurt over a meme? All right, you know what? It's cool.
Anyways,
it's cool.
So
I just wanted to put that out there.
While we're on the topic of Smash, KO, you told me about something happened with Leffen.
Oh, so it's basically it's not particularly in Smash.
Okay.
Oh
god, it's in Dragon Ball.
But he is a Smash player, yeah. So there's a little conflict over tournament seeding, and Leffen wasn't too happy with his seeding at CEO for Dragon Ball. Oh, okay. And at one point I can understand where he's coming from, but at another time it seems like something very familiar, as like this is what they do a lot in terms of the Smash community.
Yep.
Because
I don't know if you
have you ever heard any complaints about seeding from any FGC members?
Like
I never.
Like I think maybe Justin. I think Justin one time complained, but that's only because he was against his best friend Ricky. I think, or something like that. Like in pools when they should have been separated due to sponsorships. So
right, because it's like Smash Brothers. A lot of them, they tend to have like this kind of entitlement, sort of, and I think Leffen's kind of carrying that sort of sense of entitlement to Dragon Ball FighterZ. Like, hey, you're good. You're really great. You're one of the best players. Yep. But, like, that doesn't mean that we're going to change your season just because you just didn't like it. Nigga, get the fuck over it. It's life. The point of PC, which is what makes it better than a lot of other sports in my is anybody has the chance to fall from grace. Anybody can get it at any moment. All right? You a newcomer, you can go up against Daigo the Beast. If it just so happens to be that way.
Yeah, the thing is,
you know how many
I could see if it's like sponsorship issues, like maybe like it's two sponsored members that went in and did their little ticket at the same time and wanted to have different seating. I could see that, but like something like, what did he like? Was he against someone really good? Or was he in Sonic Fox's pool or some shit?
No, I think he just wasn't happy with the seating overall.
That's just dumb.
I call that a fucking baby crying.
Right.
I know this was like one of the main things that came out of the Smash community, out of Evo. Or was it Evo? I think it was something else. I think it was actually CEO or something like that. But basically Armada, who's like the best, he's probably the best Smash player. He was complaining that he doesn't have his own room to train.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that. What?
Right.
Like I said, fucking children. They don't understand how the real world works, and they feel like everything should just be handed to them and everything because I guess mommy did everything for you when you were growing up. Alright? Like, there's a reason we make fun of y'all Smash players. Alright, y'all bring it to yourselves.
And at the end of the day, like, I feel like, you know, obviously I'm not there in terms of skill level, but I feel like if I had that skill level of what Leffen possesses, I feel like if I feel like I'm the best and I should be the top seed, I should be able to beat anyone anyways.
Yep.
I shouldn't be complacent, right? Like, I understand I don't want to run into Hokage God being a Dragon Ball player. I definitely don't want to run into Hokage God in pools, but if I do, then it is what it is. I'm going to have to, you know what I mean, do what I can to win. But that's just
Exactly.
You're a
on top of
player
that-
just like everyone else in the
right.
game. So, like I said, I could see if
Like,
it's,
you know-
if it's sponsored players who are always training with each other, winning at the same time, registered at the same time, and happen to be in the same pool. Hey, can you switch the seating a little bit? Just switch Ricky with someone else, so Ricky and Justin know how to face each other right in the first round of pools or something. That I could see, but complaining when you're like, oh, I don't want Sonic Fox in my pools. Like, shut up.
Right.
Get over it.
But yeah, it's like Joe said, like if he was like to go up against Hook Gang God in like first round in pools, like yeah, that would suck. But
Yeah.
my thing is like, you know, if you're good, you'll beat him anyway. If you can't beat him, like everybody will understand that like, oh, dang, Leffen already got in the losers first round. He went up against Hook Gang God. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Hook Gang God is amazing too.
That would be like
So,
that would be like Zaf complaining that NL was in his pools.
right. It's
Right.
like, but like, nigga, like you lost against somebody who's also good. Like, it's
Right.
not like you lost against a scrub. It's scared that there's a chance they might lose against a scrub.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know. Maybe it's because Smash has I feel like there's a bit of like luck in there when it comes to playing that game. Like it's not 100% skill. There's like 5% luck. So
Especially
maybe they're
with
worried
the new
about that.
Smash like Brawl and Smash 4 is kind of like, yeah, the luck factors are way higher than Melia's, which is a lot of the complaints. But yeah,
Yeah.
I
it's
agree.
basically the same complaint that like if you would have to work way harder in Third Strike than you would in Street Fighter 5. It's like the same
Right.
argument. So it's like,
Mm.
get over it.
Yeah. It is what it is at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. So yeah. So Smash. I don't know. They gotta get their heads out their asses. That aside, because now
But
we're
we're
gonna get so much hate from Smash now.
Hey man, it's not everyone, but it's definitely a message that needs to be said.
It is.
We're not saying who plays Smash is a piece of shit. We're just saying a good amount of y'all act like man children, and y'all might need to reevaluate a bunch of the decisions you make. Just think
Right.
before you speak. That's all I'm saying. Really think about what you're saying before you say it.
Yeah.
Especially on a post that is clearly a meme that is posted on a group page that mad people laughed at, but for some reason you gotta stick up your ass. I'm sorry. I'm still a little... Go on.
Like it.
So the next thing is Cody comes out. I guess today. I thought he was gonna come out tomorrow.
Cody is up.
Yeah, Cody's already out basically.
Official.
I still think he's not gonna break the curse of season 3 characters sucking ass.
Right.
He's gonna get his ass kicked like everyone else in season
I
3.
think it's probably gonna be like mid-tier, high-mid at best.
Yeah,
Yeah.
at best,
what-
high mid.
Well, I can tell you guys right now because I'm playing him right now in training mode. He definitely doesn't seem like he has that sauce of the top tier sauce, but he is pretty fun. And what I mean by fun is not like these scrubby tactics. I mean like he actually seems like he can do something in neutral. Now, whether his matchups are gonna reflect that, you know, we'll see. It doesn't look like he's gonna be beating Guile anytime soon, but then again, who does? You know, but we'll see. He definitely looks like a solid character, but definitely doesn't have
Like-
that sauce.
My only complaint is that his EX Zonk Knuckle can't go through projectiles.
Is
Right.
that
That's
even,
it.
is
That's
that a
the-
reversible? Is that a reverse?
So I tried to check right now if it's invincible reversal. It doesn't look like it.
So what the hell?
My
Yeah.
man.
Like the
Everything
first thing I'm
that's
checking
close
is like.
Invincible is his V.
No, go ahead, sorry.
The only thing that
The
becomes
only thing
invincible
that I
at
know
all
that's,
is V-skill.
Close to invincible is his V skill, and that takes great
Right.
life.
Yeah, that takes
Right.
great life. So, what the hell?
Right.
Yeah, my thing is, season 3 has like, it has one following to it. Every character is very fun to play, but they all suck. They're not tournament valuable at all. Like, all of them can do something in neutral, but that's it. It's if the other guy decides to dumbly not use his strengths with his top tier and fight you in neutral. That's
Right.
which no one does in tournament.
Right.
Like, everyone tries to avoid neutral in some way. So,
Exactly.
yeah,
He's definitely very neutral heavy.
yeah,
I can tell
I
you
can
that.
see that. That's the problem I have with him. He's super neutral heavy. But in the game, like the way the meta's changed now, it's mostly avoiding neutral and making decisions like in the scramble, I guess is more like
pressing your most priority button.
Yeah, your most priority button, blah 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 blah. Which
But neutral,
Cody has like some of the slowest shits out there. Like if he presses those buttons, he's gonna get whiff punished so hard from way better buttons.
Also, a slight, just like a nitpick, although I'm not sure if it's a nitpick. The standing light kick, the animation for that, did they change that at all? Please tell me, KO. Did they change it at all?
No, it's still the same.
Oh,
Yeah. Hey man, they wanted their final fight. Nostalgia, right?
that kick is not what. All right, I'm sorry. I'm just.
No.
The kick looks so ugly. I don't mind a lot of the other anime, but like that kick specifically is just ugly.
I don't disagree.
Cody aside, because we did talk about him a lot already before. E-League went by, Group 4.
Oh, 1 second. Before we move on from Cody, I want to ask a question about this character.
Yep.
Okay.
From what you guys have seen so far of him, even though, we're saying like he's not going to be in that upper echelon Akuma Guile range, but is there any players you guys can see making this character work?
I haven't really thought about that.
Like, is there any particular Street Fighter 4 Cody mains that you guys are looking forward to seeing?
None of the Street Fighter 4 main Codys are gonna be able to be good with them. The reason being, in Street Fighter 4, EX Zonk was a big thing.
Right.
So
like
if
what?
you take that out, you take out the entire meta of a Cody player.
Right.
So they're not gonna do well. It's basically like the same way like Alex Myers couldn't do well with Sakura, and so I can't see that happening.
One of the things that comes to mind when it comes to Cody is I forget what tournament it was, but I think it was NCR, and it was Unchained versus Bonchan. And remember how he just kept throwing out that EX Zonk knuckle,
Right.
The Magic Rabbit out the hat. Like that was amazing, but like we're not gonna get anything like that anymore because it's not invincible. Like,
Right.
It's plus on block, which is nice, but like it's not invincible.
So the only person I see doing good with Cody is a player who has. By the way, I have a player in mind. A player who has supreme neutral. A player who can do flashy / good combos with damage, because he does have good combos, but they're hard to do. Kind of like in the act, you know what I mean? And someone who doesn't rely on like invincible reversals or like any gimmicks like that.
Right.
Who has all those 3 factors? Sako, Bonchan, like those 2 guys. Outside of that, no.
I would put Momochi in there.
Momochi's good with anything.
Yeah.
So I can't really count. I wanted to count him, but I was like, actually, Momochi can make any character good. So
Yeah, I think he's been waiting for Cody too.
Yeah, he used to play Cody, so like that actually, I wouldn't be surprised if he started playing him.
it's just he's playing really hard with Colleen right now. So.
Yeah.
Although I don't agree with the Colleen choice still, even though he kicked ass in the last.
Did kick ass with Colleen.
He did, but even though he did, I think he would kick ass with anybody. It's just a matter of who would he kick ass most with, and Colleen is not that character. So.
Right.
Yeah. So I only see Sako and Bonchan doing good with him. That's it.
Right.
But Bonchan, don't do it. Stick to Nash for as long as possible.
Until Sagat, right?
I need the tag. Yeah, until Sagat. I know he's gonna drop the minute Sagat comes out, but just hold on strong, Bonchan. Give me till like August or November, whenever he comes.
I want him to get off
please.
Nash because I want him. He's one of the best, if not like the best player out there.
Yeah.
It's just Nash is holding him back, man.
Yeah. I mean,
people say Nash back so. Like,
I don't think Nash is bad either.
He doing his work with Nash, so like
Yeah.
it's working out for him. Honestly, if I had to pick between Nash and Cody, I'm a little biased, but I'll try to be objective about this. If I had to pick between them, I'd probably just pick Nash. Because Cody doesn't have an universal. Cody don't have a 3-frame button. Like, you know, Nash doesn't
also, his
either.
fireballs are shit. So
Cody's fireballs.
Yeah. If you decide, the thing is, like with Guile or like even with Ryu or even Akuma, if you throw a fireball at a certain range, you can stop it with an anti-air. Him, it seems like at any point, if they jump and you're doing that fireball, you're gonna get hit because the recovery time is too freaking long.
Right, like my thing is like with Nash, like he has a lot of startup, but to make up for that, he has like no recovery. Just like a regular Sonic Boom would be like, you know, it would be like no recovery, but you have to at least charge first. So like I figured they would do the same thing with Cody, but like, you know, he has slow startup, the projectile is slow, and his recovery is kind of slow too. So I'm like, what's the point? Like,
yeah.
There's no positive there other than you might as well throw it from far away.
And the thing is, why'd they get rid of the little uppercut, the criminal upper? Oh, I guess technically he's not a criminal anymore. But still, that move was really cool looking.
It was cool looking. It was good neutral, I guess. A good neutral tool.
Yeah, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's get off Cody. Did you want to talk about
he sucks.
Northwest majors?
Oh, actually, E-League first, real quick. E-League was hype as shit, actually. I did watch this. Well, some of it, but what I watched was amazing. Like, Daigo versus Infiltration was a good match. Fujimura was still amazing there. It was good. Daigo came out on top of everyone.
Hold on. Before you keep going, hold on. I don't think people are giving, like, Fujimura enough credit. Like, he's been, like, hear people talking about him enough. This motherfucker is amazing. Holy shit.
Yep. Yes. And also, like, when people talk about Street Fighter V, you know, usually they say that the game doesn't have consistency. When it comes to Fujimura, this guy has been consistent since Season 1.
Yep, he has. It's just he hasn't gone out as much as every other player.
Right, but he's when it matters, he's always making it to top 8 or top 4. Also, you know, like Evo.
That argument of no consistency, you can't really say that anymore. I guess like in the middle of Season 2 you could say that the consistency was crazy. But ever since everyone found out how to really play neutral, how to really play the game, it's been consistent ever since.
Right.
So I don't know what the problem is with consistency anymore.
Yeah.
I hate that people still bring that up sometimes. I'm like, what are you talking about? Where?
Right. Like, so, even people like Tanya is still consistent.
Yeah. So
the only thing that's consistent these days is a certain player by the name of Punk. I decided to bring it up since John was going to bring it up anyway.
Oh, yeah,
later,
definitely. Well, no, hold on. I am getting to that, but hold on. So, yeah, so Daigo came out on top. Fujimura came out second. Infiltration third. Haitani, Idom, and Filipino champ 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Hold on, I want to give a special shout out to Idom because like that dude is literally like he hasn't gone out and done the things that like all these other players have, but he put on for the East Coast. Yeah,
he held his own.
So shout out to Idom.
Especially with lore. I mean, he's the only lore doing anything.
He's the only lore I bet most of these guys have played at that level.
Yeah, he's literally the only lore that plays at that level. Literally.
Yeah. Like, they still consider her a CTO character, so...
Yeah. Also, Filipino champ, I guess the curse finally ended. He always had Daigo's name on He always won against Daigo. Now he finally lost against him.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate because someone has to go 0-6. Like,
every bracket, someone has to go 0-6. Yep.
It's just unfortunate, but
Filipino champ can kick everyone's ass in NEFGC easy.
Hey man, we'll see him soon. You know, Manat's coming.
So Daigo, he was amazing, man. What I noticed was so every time he goes up to play at any point, he has something new up his sleeve. Every time. Yeah. This is what I love about Daigo. This time around, air throw. He just kept air throwing everybody. The minute they jumped, this dude was ready to air throw. It was amazing to look at. I was like, how the fuck are you ready for that every time? Jesus Christ. Dude's a beast. So the bracket finally for top 8 has come out. Now that Group 4 is done. So winner's bracket is going to be Tokido versus Punk. I have no faith in Punk because he sucks.
Yeah.
I still think he sucks. I think he got a little bit lucky with his little bracket. If he beats Tokido, then that'll shake things up, but I don't see him doing it. Problem X versus Daigo. That's interesting. That's very interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I have no idea who would win that. I honestly think Problem X might win that.
It's gonna come down to Problem X's character choice. He's probably gonna want to go with Bison because Abigail doesn't do that well, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know how he's gonna do at all.
Shout out to Problem X, by the way. Strong player.
So in losers bracket, we got Dogura versus Momochi.
Dogura. Dogura was able to
here's the thing. I honestly think Momochi should 100% 10-0 win this. And the reason for that is I think Urian loses against Colleen every single time. I seriously think it's like a 7-3 matchup. But I don't know if Momochi knows that. So
right.
I don't know how this matchup's going to go. I know Dogura does know that matchup, kind of, because he has some online matches with Punko when he was playing Colleen. So I think I'm seriously think it's in Dogura's favor just for that. I think he just knows the matchup. However, my guess is Momochi's going to come in with matchup knowledge, and if he does, Colleen wins all day. Then we got Smug versus Fujimura.
Shout out to Smug making out of his tough bracket.
Yeah. So that's going to be a crazy match. Smug versus Fujimura.
Yeah.
I don't see Smug getting on top because Balrog sucks. As much as I hate Balrog, he sucks.
Yeah, Balrog's not viable this season. And a capable player like Smug is, he's able to take that character to the same heights, kind of the same heights as Season 2, but...
He's basically like the Idom, but for Balrog.
Yeah, Ibuki's on another level right now, and Fujimura's also on another level, so...
Yeah, so I don't...
Yeah, and the other thing is, the way... When it comes to the way Smug plays, like, he's very, like... I'm going to stop for a second and see what you do. Just to see what you do, and I'm going to try to react to it. But, like, with Fujimura, you give him an inch, he's going to go for a mile.
Yeah.
Oh, like, I don't know if Smug's going to win this, but, hey, I'll hold out hope. Hopefully Smug does,
So there's
America.
Two, I was just about to say, there's two Americans here, Smug and Punk, and I have faith in neither of them, so, yeah.
I will play devil's advocate, and I will say I have faith in both of them.
Okay, that's your loss.
Yes. I'm definitely losing money if you guys are right.
Because, Punk has not been in Tokido in who knows how long. So, I don't see that happening.
But the difference this time is that they have a lot more prep time for one opponent.
That's true, but Tokido. That's in Tokido's favor if you look at that. Yeah,
Tokido prep time is good, but who knows? Maybe Punk might pull out the Kami. We'll see.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. So we do have to think about prep time. Prep time Daigo is unstoppable. I don't think has he ever lost any
prep time.
Like he's never lost in prep time. Prep time Daigo's never lost. So
prep time Daigo's actually Batman. Like you're not fucking with him.
Yeah, you're not. So I don't. Yeah, now that I think about it, Daigo is definitely gonna take it over Palm X. I have full faith on that.
It's great, but
Palm X
is the beast we're talking.
Yeah. So, all right. So E-League aside, Northwest Majors happened this weekend. I completely forgot about it. But talking about Palm X, talking about he took that whole tournament with Abigail.
Yep. I would just like to say that if tournaments have any part in the decision making of Capcom's balance changes, I am really happy that Abigail won this event. Let me just say that. I'm so happy that Abigail won this event.
I have no power against Abigail only because I'm Irian.
Yeah.
Yuri and even actually Blanca does well against him too. So I
Right.
really have no problems with Abigail. But people that
I'm,
do, I feel bad.
I mean, Justin
I'm,
got hit with an 80% combo.
Yeah, so Justin got second place. Justin won against Power Mix, and yeah, he tried his best, but Power Mix is
That Manat's looking really good. Also, shout out to Cerro Blast for, like, for not for nothing. It is nutty Ken play, but it's pretty hype when he's doing random Tatsu and it's landing every time. Just saying. So shout out to Cerro
well,
Blast.
when you play Ken, you have to play dumbass Ken.
Yeah. But it worked so well that weekend against the players he was playing. Like, man, it's crazy.
So Northwest Majors aside, not much, not like incredible much happened. Asia East online tournament also happened. I didn't watch any of this.
Yep.
But Sako got first place, which is surprising to me, and Bonchan got second. Also, it showed me that Bonchan was playing Nash the whole time. He didn't switch at all.
yeah, boy.
Bonchan played Nash the whole time. He actually got through a lot of tough matchups.
Yeah, he got. I saw that in the bracket, and the people that were under him. I'm surprised. Bonchan
Yeah, and if you
still
look at
giving
the
all the
players-
Nash players reasons to not have an excuse to lose.
Right.
Nash boy.
If you look at all the players that was in this online tournament, it's like literally like a premier major of who's who was in this bracket, and Bonchan was able to pull through, and Sako as well.
Hold on.
Yep.
John, what the fuck you say to me?
Uh-oh.
I said that Bonchan is giving all Nash players excuses not to lose. Like him?
I'm gonna tell you this now. The way Bonchan plays with fucking Nash, this man has to play perfect literally the entire time. Don't give me some shit.
Well,
because
then,
with the rest of us,
you got
Nash
no
players,
excuse.
the rest of us Nash players are human, and Bonchan's part cyborg. I'm supposed to like be like, oh, I have no excuse to lose. Get the fuck out my face, Mister. I play Urian and still lose. Fuck out of here.
Hey, I kind of don't lose.
That character should be carrying you. You lose to me, and I play Nash.
I lose to you because it's just player.
Go ahead, KO. Continue what you were saying.
What was I gonna say? Sako. So first off, about Bonchan, he's absolutely right because of all the players who play with their characters, Bonchan doesn't have to V-trigger to beat someone. I just wanted to point that out.
Ooh. But
Itabashi Zangief came in third with Abigail. Fudo came in fourth. Momochi in fifth with Akuma, with Colleen. Interesting. And Kazunoko was there as well. Like there was a lot of names, and Sako and Bonchan pulled it out. And Sako being the baby daddy of clean play. Like this guy is too clean for this game, and he finally gets a result that matches that. So shout out Sako.
That's why I think him and Cody are like perfect for each other.
Yeah.
I honestly think Sako can do really well with Cody.
I've never seen Sako play sloppy at anything.
Yeah, I've never seen him play sloppy either.
Yeah.
I mean, he created Evil Ryu when everyone thought Evil Ryu sucked. I remember there were times where people thought Oni and Evil Ryu was complete shit back in Street Fighter 4, and then Sako got a hold of Evil Ryu. Sako got a hold of Evil Ryu, and then started doing all the combos and making it like actually like in tournament, and everyone's like, oh, wait a minute. Evil Ryu's actually the best in the game.
Right.
So yeah.
Shout out Sako. That's the baby daddy of clean right there.
Yeah, he is.
Absolutely.
So those are the tournaments that went aside. So all that aside, Street Fighter 5 is coming out with some new costumes.
Okay. Let me talk about this. Okay. Ken's getting Dante. A lot of people were butthurt about that. I think it's awesome. I think it's great.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Ken's getting Dante.
Looks good.
Ed's getting Hero, which I'm not about. Laura's getting who's Laura getting?
Trish.
Lady, I think.
It's Trish.
I didn't play that one.
Trish,
the one who was Trish who turned.
Yeah, and turned into it's like I don't know why it can't just be the original Trish, but whatever. Man.
I don't know why they're making that costume specifically. You have to get it through the extra battle mode, but whatever. I don't have a problem with the Devil May Cry costumes at all. It makes sense. There's a new Devil May Cry coming out. Surprised you didn't do any Resident Evil stuff. Maybe that's next month. Whatever. What I am mad about, this motherfucker Rashid is getting another outfit for Airman. Listen, though it fits like Airman, Mega Man, haha, he has a lot of air, haha, that makes sense, hoo 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 hoo. But like, why couldn't Dowsum get like Fireman something? Another outfit. And there was actually a list recently, I think it was on Event Hubs, of like how many outfits people have. First off, of course, a bunch of the girls are
Hold
at
on
the
a
top.
second. What? Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So like, yeah, obviously a bunch of the girls at the top. Of course, they have a bunch of like they have like the most outfits and stuff. But like, there's some characters at the bottom, like Dowsum and like Balrog and like Birdie, who have like no outfits. Hook them up. And you know what's weird? Dowsum, Balrog, and Birdie are all dark skinned. Capcom, explain please.
You're gonna play the race card on Capcom?
Why we not getting outfits, Capcom?
Wait, does
Capcom,
Urian
y'all
count?
right?
Does Urian count?
Urian counts too. He dark skinned. Technically, he's not, but like because of the armor he got on, he dark skinned. He don't got outfits either. What's up? Look it up. No, racist at Capcom.
I hate that when they do make a costume for Urian, which I waited for a long time, it's someone else. It's always like another character entirely. I'm like, can I have like...
Right, they have two costumes for Urian, and one of them is Gil, the other one's Donovan. Like,
I don't want to be those characters. I don't care about those characters. I care about Urian. I hate that.
Oh, man. But with all that said, like, I hope they do bring back Darkstalkers, though, since I'm just talking about Donovan and shit. I hope they do bring them back. Like, maybe like a 3D something. It'll be fun to see that.
My thing is,
as a side note.
So, all the characters that you name for costumes, all cool and everything, but I still don't know what they could do with Balrog for costumes. Like, I really don't know.
I'm telling you, the way they treated him for the Halloween outfit in Street Fighter 4.
Yeah.
With the whole, like, for some was be gangster, just don't do that. Make him full gangster, make him a fucking stereotype. Balrog is essentially a stereotype. Literally, he's based off a real life person. Why couldn't you just use an outfit that Mike Tyson has worn before?
I guess. Yeah, that's true.
Thank you.
Balrog needs more.
Yeah. Costumes aside, they announced that they were gonna have loot boxes for Street Fighter 5.
They didn't out the word loot boxes, but everybody who read it has a brain,
right.
And we all know they're talking about loot boxes.
Right. It's essentially loot boxes.
It's loot boxes. I don't get the decision. Like, who? I want to be in the board meeting of their decision making. Like, I want to be there when one guy's like, "Hey, you know that thing that EA does with like these loot boxes or whatever that everyone's complaining about? Let's do it too."
No, what bothers me is like not only with the start of Arcade Edition did they take out mad ways to get fight money easily.
Yeah.
They took out so much to get fight money easily, but now they're giving us more options on how to use fight money.
Mm-hmm.
So like now, not only is it going to be hard as shit for us to get fight money, but now there's more opportunities to use it.
Like,
Like,
yay!
why in the fuck?
Like, that doesn't make any sense to me.
But, hold on, but my biggest issue that I had with this update, besides the loot boxes, that's a whole nother issue. But what they're doing in survival mode, why is there a save and continue for survival mode that defeats the fucking purpose? You lose, and they're like, "Oh,
you know what it is? I know why they did that. I know exactly why they did that.
Because they didn't want to give us an easier way to get fucking costumes or colors.
No, they did that because all the little kids were screaming that they couldn't get through hell mode and survival or whatever to get the title.
Good, nigga. It's called that for a reason. Either you're good enough to beat 100 people in a row, or you're not. Get the fuck over it.
I'm still mad I lost at 99.
Yeah, that does suck. That does suck. But like, you got there without having to use a save and continue.
Right.
I guess.
So why the fuck are they adding that in? That defeats the purpose of survival. The point of survival is to survive as long as you can through a multitude of opponents. If you do not survive, then you have to start over. Are you trying to tell me that, oh, now if you don't survive, you get to save and then continue surviving? It don't make no sense.
All I know is I just want to be there at the board meeting because, like, I don't get the decision making. Like, they already have a reputation. They already have it. And now they're bringing in more bad reputation by adding in what's essentially loot boxes. I don't get where the decision making is coming from. I really don't. It doesn't make any sense to me. Which goes on to the next thing. So my thing is, my only excuse that I have for them is that they're not making enough money for the Street Fighter franchise, right? You would think.
Mm-hmm.
But it's been confirmed that they make more than $500,000 every year on Street Fighter, the original movie, with Sean Connery and them. If they make that much money with the original Street Fighter, then what are they using with that money? Are they making it with Devil May Cry and shit? Which makes no sense. You're making money off of Street Fighter, so spend that money on Street Fighter. So where's that money going?
That movie is amazing. It deserves all the money it's getting.
No, it does, but I'm just confused. Because their main problem that they even will post on interviews is that they don't have the money. They're running out. They have a budget to go by. It's like, who puts the fucking limit on that budget? Because clearly you're getting money. So what? I don't get what the problem is. I think the real problem is they're lazy. That's what it is. Every developer there or anything, they're just lazy as fuck. They're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. They probably have like a quota for the week,
also,
and they never fucking finish that quota.
Also, for those who are listening, I don't actually think Street Fighter is that good of a movie. It's one of those guilty pleasures I just have. It's one of those so bad it's good type of movie.
Yeah. There's only a few of those movies, and Street Fighter is definitely on that list.
Yeah, like if you're gonna watch Street Fighter, do not take it seriously. I beg of you. It is a very campy movie.
Real quick, still has one of my favorite scenes in movie history, which is...
Are you talking about Zangief?
Yep, Zangief. You already knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
Well, Zangief is watching... Yeah, Zangief is watching a security camera of the heroes coming in a van and about to crash into where they're at.
I'll explain it. Because I have it, like, in my head, like, fucking... Because I watched the movie way too many times. So, Guile and Chun-Li and a whole bunch of them had this plan to, like, blow up a Shadaloo, like, base, a Shadaloo, like, camp. And so they tied a bunch of explosives to a truck and sent that truck barreling towards M. Bison's tent. And then so there was a video camera that came up, like a little TV that came up, and basically Guile and Chun-Li are on the camera telling them the plan, like, haha, we're gonna blow you up, ha 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 ha, but you don't know where we are, ha 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 ha, right? And Bison, Vega, Sagat, Zangief, DJ, Ryu, and Ken are all seeing this fucking message, and then they're seeing on the TV the truck is barreling through the camp, but they can't see the truck. So they keep looking at the TV, they look out towards the camp, they look at the TV, and Zangief, with his dumb ass, was like, quick, change the channel! Everybody looking at him like he got 5 minutes, like, what did this nigga just say?
It's the way he delivered the line and how it was. It was so perfect. He truly believed changing the channel would save their life.
Yeah.
And also, he's one of the best to be cast as Zangief. Like, absolutely. There's no better Zangief to be cast than him.
So that's there is a conversation going around for some reason that Capcom should be making more than 6 characters a year. Hold
on, whose dumbass was that? Whose dumbass idea was that?
Well, Event Hubs put it up, and then I looked at Shoryuken also put it up too, so I was like, what?
Yeah.
I don't believe that for a second. I actually think they should make less characters.
Hold on, John. KO, give your opinion. You've been a little quiet, so I want to hear your opinion on this.
So when it comes to this, when it comes to Street Fighter V, the game, I would like to have, like, let's say, 6 to 8 characters come out a year. But more than anything, I wouldn't care about the number. I just care about the consistency. And Capcom hasn't been showing good consistency when it comes to these character releases. So that's my thing. I just want better consistency when it comes to these character releases. Like, if you're gonna release 6, cool, just do it in a timely fashion. Like, we're probably not gonna see Sagat till Capcom Cup, and that's like unfair. That's just really unfair. Like, I would rather have a character released every other month or every month. Like, make the decision.
My thing is, they don't have. They're lazy as fuck.
Yeah.
It's already looking bad enough that the characters that are coming out now are so unpolished, are so like they feel rushed. Even though there's only 6 characters a year. My thing is they should only release 3 a year, because I'd rather have quality over quantity. And
Yep.
Good. My thing is like season 1, I didn't have a problem with anybody. Everybody was cool, whatever. Jerry still needs to be buffed a little bit, but that's neither here nor there. Season 2, again, I didn't really have any problems with anybody. There was a whole bunch of problems with like delays and stuff like that. So like to your point, KO, yes, they do need to definitely be more consistent. However, because they were a little late with some of these characters, they ended up looking a lot better. Like we didn't get a bookie for a long time, but then we got a bookie and Balrog at the same time. And you know, everybody looks good, everybody plays good. Balrog had his chance to shine in season 2. Ibuki's shining right now currently. Like, things are going well. And then season 2, you know, while nobody really shined from season 2 except for Abigail, Emma not now. She's getting her name. Oh yeah, cool.
You saw the potential there with everyone at least. You always saw the potential.
Right.
Everybody had potential, but 3, not only do these characters not really have potential tournament-wise, but even the way a lot of them are animated, it just seems really NRS-y. Like, a lot of these characters are seeming very stiff now. Like, I was a little worried. Like, Sakura was kind of made me go like, okay, it looks a little off. But, like, it wasn't too bad. Blanca was fine, because Blanca's a wild beast. His animations are going to be a little
He's probably
janky.
the best character out of season 3 so far.
So far, yes. Blanca is the best character out of season 3, which is showing a lot of favoritism. Oh, no.
Right.
All right. But, looked really fucking stiff. I tried to come up with the excuse that, hey, she uses a bow staff. It makes sense. Staffs are, you know, stiff, blah, blah, blah. But no, I can't.
If you look at fighting game history, everyone with a staff of some sort have more animation on them because they're using a staff. Like, it just... When you give a character a staff, that means you have to work harder at making animations flow more easily.
Exactly. Like, you can't... Even though I tried to use the excuse of, like, she's a staff user, so her animations are kind of stiff. Look at fucking Gambit in Marvel 2.
I'm not... Actually, look at Street Fighter. Rolento. Rolento has way better animation than Street Fighter 4.
Listen. You always bring that up. I'm not going to count that, because that's not like a full-fledged, like, bow staff. It's like a nightstick.
It's kind of something like it, kind of. Like, he does bounce on it. You see it. You see the bolt and bend. Do you ever see her staff bend, like, at all?
Staff, not a nightstick. You're missing the point. That's why I used Gambit as an example. Gambit is an example of somebody who, you know, animates really well, even though he's using a staff. Billy Kane, another example. Capcom got no excuses. That's all I'm saying.
They don't.
So overall, do you guys think that we should have 6 or we should have less? Like, what's the definitive?
100%.
But you,
right now, I would want them to have 6, but just make them quality.
Right.
You know, if anything, I'd rather they don't go, like, counter to your point, KO, I'd rather they don't go by the whole, like, every 2 months. Listen, just do what works. Just get all 6 of them out before the year's over. And just make them quality. Season 1 and Season 2 were quality. If anything, what was I going to say? Okay, shout out to, I think it's Sugar Punch Design Works on YouTube. He was the one who made the video about how shitty Injustice's animations are and all that kind of stuff, right? He's currently going through one by one the newcomers in Street Fighter V and talk about like their animation, their design, all that kind of stuff. Right now, he's singing the praises of Manat. He was going in on Manat, like he fucking loved her. He went in on Abigail, like he didn't know much about Abigail. He still was like, it makes sense for his character. He even already said that he loves Zeku. So like, I'm just waiting to hear what he says about Falk, because I know he's gonna tear that bitch to shreds because she's designed poorly, she animates poorly. Season 3 is just not looking good.
When I hear that, and like I really want to give G a chance, like I really want to be a G main, but when I hear that, I'm just like, oh man.
No, the thing is, we have a friend that's a Sagat main,
Right?
And he's like, there's no faith anymore in Sagat being good. Like,
yeah.
Cody was the last straw. He was like the camel's back, basically. Like he was the last chance of seeing a quality character on top of seeing potential in them to be top tier, and we see none of that with Cody. So yeah, G. The thing is, I also want to be a G main, because if he plays anything like Q or anything, I'm gonna love playing him. But I have no faith in him now.
Right. It's kind of tough for me to like say like, oh man, I really am gonna main G, because it's like I don't know how he's gonna come out.
Yeah, unless all these season 3 characters get buffed, like
which they can.
They still can, I guess, but they have to get buffed a lot. I don't see any. I don't see why you should waste your time on any season 3 character so far at all.
Especially Falk. I don't see any point in her character. Listen, I have such a hatred towards this character. I don't see the point. First off, she's designed like trash. She basically just looks like a female Ed. In the story, even like if you're gonna main a character like this who basically is Monat but worse, like the only excuse you could have is like, oh, I just like her because I like her character. Ha ha hee hee ho ho. But she has no character in the lore either. She's literally just another doll, but she gets rescued by Ed for some fucking reason, and then that's it. And then she can use psycho power in her staff. But we already had a doll that uses a staff. So I don't see the point of the Falk. There was no point to this character. There was no reason for her existence. She plays like trash. She looks like trash. Delete her from the game.
I feel that.
Goddamn.
I actually like her, but I really feel that like it really makes sense to me, because like, you know, like he said, her design lacks a lot compared to the other designs.
Right.
I still
like,
think,
even if like her go ahead.
I still think she can be tournament viable. Well, it's hard for her because she is worse than Manat, but she does have some matchups that she can work well in. But I don't see anyone like sticking maining her. Like,
she doesn't do well against the top tiers.
No, yeah, I definitely.
And she also doesn't do well against top tier players, if you get what I mean.
I don't know.
Like when Justin Wong was winning with her, he wasn't defeating any top tier players. No offense to him.
Oil King.
Well,
is Oil King really a top tier player ever since the Rashid nerf?
Yeah. Still makes top 8 with the nerfs.
I don't know. And then I was watching that match, and he was foolishly going into range. Like, he didn't know the matchup. Like,
right.
And he was foolishly just going in, like, randomly and not thinking.
Listen, even back to Falk's design, right? Even though Falk's is essentially, you know, a female Ed, I never liked Ed's design. John can attest to this. I never liked his default outfit. I hated that shit. But the thing is, with his animations and stuff like that, you could tell he had some kind of a personality. You know, he was like a bit of like a cocky bad stuff with different animations. With her, there is nothing. There is nothing. She is blank. She's not anything. She's so bland. She even her animations, I'm just like, where's her personality? There's nothing. She's just a soldier. And the thing is, if she was a soldier, that might have been more interesting. If she was just like somebody who's like really like in the army, in the military. Technically, we don't have any army people in this game. We have a couple of Air Force, but we don't have any army guys. You know, so like it would have been interesting, but you know, apparently Capcom don't know how to design characters anymore. Like, what's going on?
They're just being lazy. That's what it is. They're just being lazy. Yeah, I've been saying they've been lazy since the beginning of Street Fighter V. Like, they just feel so lazy.
Damn, lazy since like Ultra Street Fighter 4. Like, who are you lying to right now? You've been saying that shit.
Yeah, actually, I've been saying it's Street Fighter 4 because what happened was, actually, I remember this. So, KO, I don't think you know that. I don't think many people know this. I looked this up. I counted the amount of developers that were working on Mortal Kombat, which at the time was Mortal Kombat 9, I believe, right?
Right.
And that had way more content, way more everything than Street Fighter, right? And then I looked at the developers for Street Fighter. Street Fighter, or basically Capcom, has double the amount of developers that they do for Mortal Kombat, that Mortal Kombat has for NetherRealm. So NetherRealm has half the people, and they do 3 times more content than Capcom does with double the amount, which makes no sense to me. That makes zero sense.
To be fair, NetherRealms literally only makes like one game every couple of years. Capcom, they're starting to come back. They're just not doing anything with Street Fighter, nor Marvel even. But you know, they came out with Monster Hunter World. They're coming out with a new Devil May Cry. They're coming out with a new Resident Evil. They come out with another Mega Man collection. Like,
but they have
clearly their efforts are.
They have different branches for. Like, no one that's working on Street Fighter is working with Devil May Cry. If you get what I mean, like.
No, but Capcom developers. I'm like, are you saying developers are, like in general?
Like in general, working on the game, working on that single game.
Oh, okay, all right, my bad. I was confused.
Yeah, no, I don't mean like that developers in general. I just mean like working on that game. They had double the amount working on Street Fighter 4. I don't even know how it is with Street Fighter 5. I'm about to look that up for the next podcast maybe, but like, literally, if they have double the amount again as they do for everyone working on like Injustice 2 or even MKX, I'm gonna be like, there's no excuse. There's no excuse for it to be coming out with so lazy type shit.
Since we're talking about developers and everything, let's talk about some developers that used to work for Capcom and then broke off, made their own company.
Hold on. Before we get to that, SNK Tag Team Frenzy, by the way. So a leak came out last week. I remember this. Leak came out that Terry Bogard was going to be in the game, which is weird because it's all women. It's basically celebrating women in SNK. So I'm like, how is that going to work? And there were a lot of people complaining, like, you know, that would be weird as a guest character for a guy to be in there. But the silhouettes came out a few days ago for those new characters, one of them being Terry. And people noticed it's Terry, but with boobs.
I'm all for it.
I'm not. It's just weird. Why would they turn a guy into a girl? Why not just have another girl in there?
It's so weird.
That is
but
so, like.
I'm for it.
So are they gonna turn every guy into a girl? Am I gonna see Kay, but another version? Like...
chances are maybe they're gonna do a thing with Terry's girlfriend. I think is Blue Mary, where she's probably just dressed up as fucking Terry or something. They're gonna make some kind of convoluted storyline or something. Whatever the fuck. The point is, Terry's a girl just for that game. Don't get butthurt over it.
I'm butthurt.
Any SNK fan.
Hey,
it's all great.
My thing is that if this inspires more cosplay at more majors that I attend to, I'm all for it.
There we go. See, KO looking at the brighter picture.
Yeah, I love this Terry cosplay. I'm just saying, I'm a fan.
The point is, Terry's a girl just for this game. Don't get butthurt. On to the more important news.
Yeah, like Mario Tennis Aces.
Akira.
Mario Tennis Aces.
One sec. Can you edit this image? Can you edit an image in the video of this of one of a Terry cosplayer in this specific part?
Oh god. Just give me the picture.
I got you right now.
Say less. Send us.
I got you. Say less.
So Kim definitely wants to see that. Mario Tennis Aces, by the way, came out. That's a fighting game. It's literally a fighting game, but with tennis.
Great game.
I was playing it over the weekend. It's freaking amazing. I love every second. It has meter. Like you gain meter, depending on how you hit the ball. Blah blah blah.
My gosh, game that you have a meter in. Now it's a fighting game. Shut up.
No. But the way they do it, it's very much like the meta of a fighting game. You gotta use the meter in a certain way, depending on how it is. Like if you're in danger of getting the ball like into a place where you're about to get fucked, you can use a meter, like an EX bar or something, to get yourself into the advantage. Just like with fighting games, it's basically the same meta.
We already having issues with Smash Brothers because they're trying to be considered a fighting game. We're not putting Mario Tennis in no fighting game category. Moving on. Mario Tennis is good. It's great. It's cool. It's not a fighting game. But I would love to play it today with friends at a party. It looks like a lot of fun. Moving on to what I really want to talk about because you've cut me off about this twice. Akira has an amazing fighting game coming out. Well, by the time you guys hear this, it will be coming out tomorrow. But right now it's Monday when we're recording this. So Thursday, Fighting EX Layer will be available. And recently, they unveiled a quick little snippet. They showed a little Volcano Rosso. They already started working on him, even though they said they would only start working on him if the game sells well. But they're like, fuck it, let's just do him anyway. So Volcano Rosso is going to be DLC at some point. But Fighting EX Layer comes out. I'm so fucking amped. I've played like all the Street Fighter EXs. My man Skullomania's in there. My man Crackerjack's in there. That's all I care about.
Shout out to Skullomania being back.
Yes, I can't wait. I can't wait. These Gogi decks look amazing. They're fucking game breaking, I swear. Like, it's so fun.
Most of the things in that game look game breaking, to be honest.
Basically, every character in the game has something that's broken, which in turn makes it all balanced.
It's fine. It's fine if everyone else has it.
Yeah, if everyone is broken, then it's fair.
Nobody.
Then yeah. Garuda! That's all I care about. I'm so glad that Garuda's back. And I'm glad that he's OP. So, I'm gonna love this game too. I was not beaten one time in the beta. I just want to give myself some ego boosting right now, because I was not beaten one time in the beta. Not one time.
It's a beta. Oh my god.
I heard from a bird. I heard from a bird that the reason why you went undefeated in the beta is because you never ran into Kimbo. But that was just a bird.
Wow.
I don't know.
Hey,
he's a little bird.
Wow.
But listen. You out here telling yourself, oh, I didn't lose a single game in an unfinished game. Oh, you didn't lose a match in an unfinished game.
It's gonna go the same way when the game comes out.
Congratulations, nigga. You didn't lose a single match in an unfinished game. I bet you they patched your stupid shit out. So,
I got a question for you guys.
I'm a guard break.
I got a question for you guys.
Yeah, but KO, you don't know this, but the guard break system, the way that it worked in the beta, that like if you hit the guard break, or even if you make them just block it 4 times, you get an unblockable attack that puts you in a stun state where you don't even get like any scaling. So you can get like a full half health combo just from you hitting that.
Now the thing is, KO, in the old Street Fighter EXs, this guard break system it existed. However, you had to bar to get it to guard break like that. In the Street Fighter EX, in the Fighting EX Layer beta, once you activated that Gogi for the guard break and you could actually break your opponent's guard, it did not cost meter to use that guard break. So
and it lasted for the rest of the game. So the thing is, so the other game breaking thing was that every character has a guard break move, but none of them were as good as Garuda's. Like Garuda's covered like a good portion of the screen, so you can use it in neutral, unlike every other character. And when I used it in neutral, it just annihilated everybody.
Right.
However, there's no sign of them nerfing that at all, and
they're probably gonna make it cost meter.
I don't know. If they don't, I'm about to fucking annihilate it.
Congratulations, nigga. You went undefeated because of a game-breaking mechanic.
It's gonna be there still. I 100% think it's gonna be there still.
Go ahead. Continue feeling yourself.
No one have used guard break like I did. No one.
Because it was a fucking gimmick.
It's a gimmick that works, though. There's a difference between a gimmick that works and a gimmick that doesn't.
What?
That one was
You scrub.
Either way,
I'm sorry,
gonna
listeners.
I'm gonna kick ass in the one. I'm gonna kick ass in the one.
Alright, okay, sorry listeners, this is how we are on a regular basis. I apologize. We're supposed to be being here.
It's alright, this is what happens when you start an FGC podcast about Smash, this is
Smash rubbing off on us.
They're influencing us.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fighting EX later out. You can get the light version for $40, and then you can get the standard version for $60, and it comes with like 10 extra Gogi, I guess. I guess that could count as like DLC sort of. It's coming out on Thursday, which will be the 29th.
Yeah, I really encourage anyone listening to this to check that game out because it's a breath of fresh air, especially if you're looking for a new fighting game. You know, the ones that are out maybe getting stale to some people. I really encourage people to check that game out because that game looks really fun.
Yeah, exactly. Like the game is actually fun. A lot of these fighting games these days have too much of the esports in mind when they're making it, focusing on the fun factor.
It's more like a slow game of chess with so many fighting games nowadays. This one, it just seems like it throws it out the window and goes, go crazy. Oh, you got something cheap?
Right. You know, if Street Fighter V is chess, then Fighting EX Layer is like Chinese checkers. Like, you go out the time. You still need to use your brain, but it's good. You're going to have the time of your life while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm with KO. Please check it out if you can. If you can't afford the standard version, by all means, just get the light version. You still get all the characters. It's cool.
Also, it's coming out the 28th. That's 28th. Thursday's the 28th.
28th? Oh, yeah, that is Thursday. My bad. 29th is Friday. My bad.
So, yeah. I think that just about does it for this episode.
I will not be playing the game on Thursday, unfortunately, because I will be on the plane to Florida.
Oh, yeah, CEO is this weekend.
Yeah.
Good luck with that.
I'm a CEO.
Actually, real quick, did you already... Brackets came out already, right?
Yeah, I have my bracket.
What's your bracket?
I have a lot of killers.
Okay.
I can give you some notables right now as I go and look the name back up so I can make sure I have the accurate information. But so far, I have JB in my pool, which is not the first time I ran into him in these major pools. I have Gachagoon in my pool.
There you go. Okay.
Arguably the best Rashid in the world.
Yeah,
but
so you got 2 Rashids?
Yeah. No, I have 3. 3 or 4.
Third one.
Yeah.
Who else?
I forget, there was some other names, but some people let me know that they're Rashid mains and to watch out.
Oh, God.
I also have this Grandmaster Necalli player from Mexico. And I also have Young Art, Arturo Sanchez in my pool.
Oh, wow.
That's a rough-ass gimmicky pool.
Yeah, it's a pretty rough pool all around, but,
especially because you're going to be...
Go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, I was gonna say, like, especially since you're gonna be jumping between like fighting a Rashid to fighting Dalsum, those are like two completely different playstyles. You're gonna have to do like.
And then I have this Necalli to worry about, a couple of Ken players in there, but I'm just gonna do my best. I'm not really looking for anything specific. I just want to play my best, pretty much.
Always do overhead.
Good luck to you, my brother. We ruined.
Yeah.
That's what I tell every Bog player.
Funny story.
Always do overhead until they block it.
Yeah, funny story. Last year at Defend the North, I actually hit JB with 4 overheads in a row.
Oh my God.
And so shout out to JB. That's my guy. I look forward to seeing you again, buddy. But I just wanted to share that story because I always think it's funny. D-Man Bats always brings it up, and it's really funny.
I've been hit by that, so I know how that feels. I've been hit by that twice, not once.
Yeah.
But twice.
I've been on stream. It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
I still remember that shit. I got so tilted after that. But yeah, good luck to you, KO, and everybody else from the NEFGC who's going to CEO. We're rooting for you all. We're gonna be back here giving you our energy.
Yep. I'm gonna spare a bomb.
So do well.
And please tune into my Twitter at freepoet_KO because I might be taking some videos of some money matches that I heard that are going down. But
I heard there's a few of them. I heard actually there's some pretty big stuff happening.
There's some pretty big
wise.
happening. Yeah.
So.
This is a good transition. KO, tell them where they can find you at. Twitter, Instagram, everything. Like, tell them where they can find you at.
You can find me at Twitter exclusively, twitter.com/free_poet_KO because I am a poet that is free. I will come and commentate your event for free. So, hit me up on there. freepoet_KO, I'm sorry. Twitter.com. YouTube coming later. You can find me at twitch.tv/KOThePoet. where I will be back after CEO. I haven't been streaming. That's because I've been practicing my gaming, and I want to be, I want to look better before I come back streaming. So, but I will be there, after CEO. So.
Okay.
All right, and you can find me at Art of Kimbo on Instagram or at FGC_Kimbo Henry. Once again, Sherry Jennings.
Oh my God.
At Art of Kimbo and at FGC_Kimbo.
You're never gonna have Sherry in your DMs.
Like,
You're never gonna have Sherry in your DMs.
Shut up. John, shut up. Let me work. Y'all listeners need to be tweeting this out to Sherry. I'm not playing. Tweet this out to Sherry. Handle that business. Sherry, slide into my DMs and pop it for a real nigga one time.
Actually, I'm pretty sure Sherry's gonna be in CEO. Why don't you tell KO?
Yeah, I've met her before. She's actually been in my DMs, but only with a GG, not with anything else.
Wait, what'd you say? Say it again.
She's been in my DMs once, but only with a GG, not with anything else. So. Really
okay. No, that's fine.
Yeah.
But
hey,
yo, tell her.
That basically means she only. That basically means she goes into DMs of people that beat her.
Listen, John. Listen, I don't need to hear your advice about nothing when it comes to people because you are bad at reading people. You're great at reading people, but in real life, you're terrible at reading people. So, KO.
Yo.
Slide my.
I got you.
Time.
I'm gonna send her your artwork because your artwork is really good. If you guys don't know about Kimbo Henry's artwork, you guys need to check his Instagram out. It's some good shit in there, and I'll definitely send her some shit.
Oh, thanks, guy.
Do you have a female on the collie? Do you have a female on the collie? I'll send her that.
No, actually, that's next on the list because I did a female cat. I'm still working on female kitten and female Macaulay's right after.
Yeah, she would like that. She would like that.
Oh yeah, because you're going by the order of what they did for Street Fighter 5 or whatever they announced.
When they came. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That makes sense.
John, where?
Super John 1 2 3 4 5 connects to everything.
1 2 3 4 5.
There we go.
That's it. And outside of that, KO is the best commentator, and Tim is like the artist of the NEFGC. So, and I'm just the guy who kicks everyone's ass.
John,
Super John has the best charge heavy punch of them all.
The what? Wait, what?
The best charge heavy punch of them all.
So, I get.
All right, well, thank you, KO, for joining us. We appreciate you taking time out. All right, that does it for another episode of -2. We will see you next week. Peace out, bitches.